Starting to come together into a ball there.
Welcome to Baking with Frank. Frank Rush was a baker at the turn of the 20th century at the Uffelman Baking Company in Cincinnati, and then at his own bakery in Newport, Kentucky. Frank was also my great-grandfather. Through his handwritten batch-sized recipe book, I'm breaking down his recipes and getting to know him better. I'm Tom Mattingly, and this is Baking with Frank.
Welcome back to Baking with Frank. So, this week, we're starting to get into some of the recipes that don't make a lot of sense. Some would argue we've done that before. In this case, we are making coconut bars. And Frank's recipe doesn't include coconut. I'm sure Frank knew what he was doing. I don't. It does include raisins and currants. We're not doing either of those. We're replacing those with coconut. So, stick with me here and we'll get started. So, into the bowl, we're putting 1 stick, 1/4 pound of butter. That has been softened, of course, and 7 ounces of brown sugar. Yes, there are a few little scraps of coconut that you see in there. And I'm going to give that a spin. All right, now I should point out Frank's recipe, of course, uses lard. We're not using lard. Now for the coconut. So I have 7 ounces here. It would be, wait, look at me. It would be 8, but the package was 7. So I'm using 7. 7 ounces of coconut going in. This recipe also has very, very little liquid. So fingers crossed. And just because I like them and I think it'll taste good, the remainder of a package of chocolate chips. This was a, I don't know, 12-ounce package. So I'm going to say that that's 4 ounces. Now, Frank's recipe calls for malt. And unless you're a shake shop, finding liquid malt that you can buy in a small quantity is next to impossible. So we're using maple syrup. Close enough. So, into the bowl is a, where are we? An 1/8 of a pint or 2 ounces or a 1/4 cup of maple syrup and the same amount of water. Make sure we get all that out of there because there is so little liquid in this. I have a feeling we're going to need to add a little bit more. We'll come to that when we get there. And I'm going to add in a 1/4 ounce of soda and a 1/4 ounce of cinnamon. I just put those in the same thing. All right. Now, starting to smell a little bit like some 1970s granola here, which I'm not mad at. I really like granola in the 1970s. And we're going to add 3/4 of a pound of flour. Starting to come together into a ball there. Certified mom spoon. I'm going to add just a little more liquid. Just a splodge of water. That might have been a tablespoon. All right. Get everything off of the whatchamahooty here. Let me make a little space. And we have our trusty 8x8 pan. And I am going to spray that just like that. Get those last little bits. Everything goes in the pan. Let me do it this way so you can see what I'm doing. I realize this is, not exactly the hardest thing to understand, but what I'm saying is I'm just going to show you. All right. Oop. There's a little blob there. We'll take that. We'll take that right there. We're going to call that good. I'm just going to press it down. It's going to make a thick one. I'm going to have to give it some aspirin. Now, this is a bar, so I'm not mad that it's thick. I've preheated the oven to 375, and we're there. Try to even out those edges. It turned out better than I expected it to. It's a shame about the raisins and the currants, though. Not really. And wait, let me wash my hands off here. All right, so I'm going to guess, just because these are so thick, that they're first going to need an aspirin, and then they're going to take probably half an hour or more. So while I'm doing that, you go hit the like, the follow, and the summer stay, and the okay, we can have fall, but let's not go into the ice stuff buttons, and then hit the like and the follow again just to be sure. And I'll be back. Nuts. So, little mishap. These things happen. But ended up going 20 minutes with this. I probably could have gone 30, but it started to smell like it was burning. And because they're bars, and I won't make you watch me cut all of this, we'll do them fairly thin. Also cracks along there, as you can see. I'll do roughly thirds. Now, this also, per Frank's instruction, wait, look at me. Per Frank's instruction, didn't have egg. And I think that probably would have helped it go together a little better. And I thought of that, then thought, no, let's see, Frank knows best, except for the raisins and the currants addiction. Okay. Let's taste it. Well, here's the thing. That's not bad. It could use a little vanilla extract or almond extract. Could use a little salt. But overall, that's not bad. You may come back to this one, tweak it a little bit.